Everyone gets back left and right.
I think we started back onto the gates for a little bit and then ventured forth.
It was a joke.
Last time, I died. No, I didn't. Last time, we started off just as we were sort of making the final rush out of this area, not having much time to rest, using whatever powers we could to restore whatever we had, and hurried off towards a battle, the penultimate battle of this, hopefully this raid, this assault on the Drow city of the Tannerthal. We pushed forward into a large space at the base of the tower of the said Tannerthal, or their largest structure, where it was a large battlefield of many Drow and Orc fighters, where we moved in to help the Orcs defeat a vast number of both Drow and Death Dragon pups, smaller Death Dragons, and maybe a Shadow Beast or two. And as the battle was, it was starting to come to our side, we saw a living shadow move across the sky above, or the roof above, only being able to be noticed as it comes down and lays waste to a number of orcs, and very close to threatening the very lives of our party, as the dragon, the greater shadow dragon, landed atop it a drow, I guess the drow of the house, though we haven't seen a matron as of yet. Hopefully this is a patron, and this is a backwards ass drow town. Salad Bar, the drow warrior, who was a vast threat to all of us, and no shortage of anger was spared towards him by Goel, Judas, and Elowin, who did the bulk of the attack on him after he dismounted from the dragon, whilst everyone tried to fight, shoot, and bring down the beast before it could unleash its breath too many more times. And perhaps by luck, or by the kindness of fate, it did not rear back with a final blast that could have assuredly killed every single one of us in the way we are at this very moment, and before, bringing it down bringing down the Salazar, the drow patron, swordmaster. And as we managed to bring those down, and the shades, the necrotic risen of the dragon's breath, we had just been given a moment to take a breath, as it appears that we had won, but not without a cost that is going to be tallied up in probably a very high number.
And indeed, as the fight raged on, the Shadow Dragon turned into a Death Dragon in the process, an undead creature of the Shadow Lord. Grushnak tried to guile, or more so goad, Goel towards the enemy to just unleash him, his fury and frenzy, onto their enemy instead of them. Goel proved to be a challenge, put down at the very end. But the group managed, even with a few people unconscious, to bring. Okay. Even with a few people going unconscious, but managed to save them, to also incapacitate Goel, bring them down, so they are, once I knew, not a threat to you. At the end of the session, if I recall correctly, Vala casted some healing magic on God, but I do recall, Vala, that you mentioned me that given the situation and how everything was, instead of a heal, you would have preferred to do a spare the dying on Goel, to just make sure that he's out of danger of dying, but not bring him up in case that he just goes rampaging again.
Yeah, make sure we are out of Goel's danger and Goel is out of Death's danger. And there doesn't seem to be anyone. Eloin is stable from what it seems, so Vala will hold on to the healing spell.
Indeed, Eloin, Judas, and Goel, the three of them right now, are unconscious as Vala uses her magic to make certain that Goel is out of harm's way, whilst Judas and Eloin were. Don't recall if they were saved by Maggie or Draga. I know Draga helped one of them. Not sure if the Maggie did the other one, but still, they are for the time being unconscious as Grushnak exhales out of exhaustion, as well as all the lot of you, and takes a step back. Sad as it is to see my boy go down, you've done right. Help me bring them. Once they are back, they'll have a little memory of their rampaging spree. Must complete their rite. But alas, there will be time for that. He puts its hand onto Goel for a moment and looks towards his wife. Brother, I thought I left you behind. Are you okay? I am fine, Grushna, the woman speaks. It is by the magic of this one, and points towards Jethros, as Grushna turns and looks towards them for a second.
I whistle innocently.
He grins as he says, the Chayadox, herald, an omen of the doom of our enemy. Well done. Tanathal are dead, and now we'll bask in the glory of our victory. Grushnak starts to advance and move up forth through the many bodies of his clan that have fallen during the fight. The young soldiers in here, even the ambush dregs, a gift from his previous spoils of the dragon. But the smile is the only thing that is present on his face. Proud smile. Agrushna starts to move slightly further up. Goel's mother moves close towards Goel and keeps an eye to him, speaks under her breath into the orchestra. Mark, would pray. But those are only words that he speaks. He won't cast any healing or anything like that for the time being. Go ahead, Jethro. You were about to say something.
I wasn't. I was making noise.
Vala would be mostly unaware of the orcs talking nearby, as she would try to ascertain what kind of presence she felt before when she besieged for the aid of the Queen of Arvandor.
You stand and look around, but this mayhem around you felt familiar. All of that blood, everything around in the area seemed to you like an omen or a vision, something that you've encountered yourself, and yet strange at the same time. This is the first time that you have felt it. Could it be them that are interfering with the Queen's grace? Could that much bloodshed in here reignite something that was hidden? You wonder for a moment. It felt familiar and yet at the same time strange, but for now, Vala, you are without answers, with many questions.
All right. In that case, I'll just take a few looks around, see who can be saved, if there's anyone who could potentially survive. From the wounded. But that will be it.
As you move and traverse around, Jethro, you see the body of Nagat lying dead
Yeah.
into the ground.
I think I spotted that last time and did a little cringe. What I know in Orcish customs is beheading like a person not good. Like a previous ally.
Make me a religion check.
Sure.
You know little of the commons and the ways of those orcs. The ones that you have heard of clearly are not the ones in here. They don't seem, so far as you've seen, to follow their ways and their deities, and you're at loss when it comes to the customs of them.
You're best not to fuck with it, I guess. And I'm just gonna grab Seltzer by the hair, and drag him to the rest of the group. And sit down.
Al, if you have any healing magic, you might want to get Judas up. He's probably the only one that can carry.
Would he even be able to carry anything in his state?
Would we do any better?
We would not. Yes, you're stable, girl. Well, Vala is persuaded by Reggie's logic, so she is going to go ahead and approach Judas slowly and give him 28 hit points worth of healing.
Whoa.
I mean, it's a third level slot. I don't have any lower ones, so a cure wounds of third level.
Suddenly, as you hear him just go zoom, is like just stands up from sitting. He's like looks around and says, "Oh, we're done again."
Yes, I am. It is alarmingly regular. This whole scene, me getting you on your feet.
Oh, well, I mean, well, I'm not dead. However, I have to do it. But where's Goho? I mean, he's the one that tried to kill me after all.
He's right next to you, man.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, and
Right behind me.
please don't bring him to his senses. He is safe.
Yeah, how many times do we allow somebody to try and kill you before you can kill them?
Probably not a good idea to say that.
It's only happened like twice.
Probably 3 times. Let's put it this way. I'm just curious because I had a whisper in my ear that says that it would cause me immense emotional pain to have to end a friend of mine in the order of us not having to be killed.
Yes,
But anyway.
please. Yes, please do not hurt unconscious Goel in front of his parents. Thank you very much.
Draga, his mother turns and looks towards you, Judas, with daggers raining straight towards you.
That's so nice of you. I mean, of course, he is your son, so him trying to kill us is fine, but if we try and defend ourselves, it's not fine. Fuck off.
It's not his fault, she will say.
Then whose fault is it? Because he's tried to kill us twice, and the third time we're going to fucking kill him.
I mean, to be fair, have some sympathy. You did try and kill me and Vala before.
Well, that was true. It's like that, but that's once. I tried to kill you once. That's why I said I'll wait for
So far.
Come to think about it,
How many times have I taken damage for you guys? Can he say the same?
I mean,
he says a lot.
technically, in a way.
Then simply put, everything said, I'm kind of feeling a bit ungracious at the moment, considering the fact that we almost all probably got killed because of how he acted.
No, yeah,
I'm just
totally.
gonna ask simply as like to his mother, all kind respects. So the situation doesn't arrive in the future where I have to kill your son. Can you tell us what's going on so we can heal him?
You cannot fix this. This is an ancient right. But alas, after today, after this victory, after this hunt, he will be allowed to partake in the trial, prove himself, and take control of his rage. Shed his blood.
So this is just general rage and blood. So for your kids to reach maturity and take control of the rage that basically allows them to kill their friends and family, they have to basically slaughter the entirety of a drow encampment such as this, and then only can partake in the right of becoming a man.
Well, I think it was more just like we were kind of busy with the drow thing. I think they usually do the trial a lot.
All right, I understand that there's a lot of questions coming from everyone, including me, but I have to mention there is something else in these caverns. So the quicker we pick up everyone and go, the better.
What's there?
Okay. Well, since you feel like who do I carry? And also, I don't get exhausted. I don't feel exhausted, so who do I pick up?
I already feel exhausted, and I think Elwin is unable to stand up. So,
please,
just help everyone who can walk.
Oh,
and let's get out of here.
Maybe this seltzer guy has a healing potion on him. I should just check to be sure. Ugh. Look through his stuff.
At some point, that celestial spirit isn't going to be able to hold Elwin. It's going to disappear, so we probably should get moving.
Okay, let me pick up. Okay, who are we picking up?
I'm assuming the parents are probably picking up.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching the rabid dog that's going to try and bite my neck if I try and carry him. Elwin, come over here. And do note, it hurts me saying that. I hope, and he kind of looks at his Joel's mother and says, I don't apologize for that. And then it goes over and picks up Elwin. Seeing I'm here and supporting my friend, that means that's probably enough credit than that's more credit than I should probably deserve.
What a nice guy.
Thank you, Judas.
Okay, he's over the shoulder. At least you won't bite me.
I don't bite. Why do you think I'm gonna bite?
Never mind.
Elwin's probably like 50 pounds, so you're probably good.
I mean, give me a second. Let me check. He's muscular. Oh, not muscular, like fat. So he's 110.
A voice booms from the distance, the voice of Grushna. Yells aloud. Hey, sluggers! Come up. See what we've earned ourselves. There's a whole dragon's hole.
But my legs hurt. Okay, I'll fly over there.
My body hurts when you say that.
Did Did we completely check through Salad Bar's belongings?
He doesn't have something of magic nature on them
I
right
would
now.
like to take his emblem of his house if he has one.
Surely. You
Is-
will. Yeah, surely you'll find one of them.
Is he wearing like a skirt?
Uh,
Like what's he
I'll
wearing?
whisper to Judas. Judas,
Yes.
there's something wrong about Groshnak.
Oh, there's something wrong with the whole fucking family. Trust me.
No, I mean, he's bleeding. Not from
Huh?
his wound. He been walking weirdly and swing his
Blood
weapon
magic?
weirdly.
Oh crap!
I
Blood magic.
point. I point to the ground.
It's on his thigh, as we said.
His thigh.
Oh shit! Guys, I think we've got some blood magic shit coming up around here. Grushnak might be possessed,
What?
carrying Elwyn. You know, the old sad shit. Ex-vampire here telling you that blood magic, possession, stuff like that. Person not walking right. Come on. Regulars.
I'm confused. So, are you elf or undead or vampire? What? I mean,
To be honest, I don't remember anymore.
A sentient bunch of trouble is what he is.
sometimes I see him
And as he
fight
says
like a
this,
barbarian.
and as I say, as you ask me this, I walk up the edge of this this steep incline, just like walk it up, just carrying you. I don't even climb it. I just walk up it like a vampire, and he's like, "I'm a fingerfold."
So you can fight like a barbarian, smite like a paladin, fight like a fighter, and
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
and you take a lot of hit like it is nothing. I'm confused.
Don't be. It's his self-preservation instincts that have withered.
Victory roars can be heard into the distance as orcs also start to come across in here to loot, pillage, and see what lies up. You can see them behind you slowly, arriving at the very, very top of all of this as Grusak has already opened the door and he just pushes up forth to reveal what lies in front of them.
Damn.
There's gotta be at least like 5 gold here.
Well, the tribe's annual GPT just increased by 100.
Well, hell.
But Vala will restrain herself and point out, this was that dragon's lair, so be careful with everything you touch. There's no telling what his presence here might have left.
I
Death
wanna
and
touch
decay.
all of it.
Regulus actively not being careful.
And in case any of you feel adventurous, I have to let you know I am unable to heal anybody right now.
I crouch next to Grushnak and look at his thigh as Judas is worried about blood magic. Is this guy possessed?
To the side of his thigh, you can see him gripping it with his hand. He's still in pain in there, but he's obviously able to walk it off, or at the very least, move slowly closer towards there. You can see some bite marks in there, and the wound is deep, however, surely not any more threatening. Grushnak.
Damn. Whatever got you almost got your nards, man. You gotta watch out.
Vile beast, rabid dog, as you said. earlier on, as someone said earlier on, Gruzak sees regulars moving up forth as you continue your path ahead. Anything that is of interest to you, drop. You've earned it. Any items there. Leave the gold and gems. That is
Oh,
for our tribe.
Okay, then.
Go ahead.
Do I see what I see?
I don't know what you'd say.
what do you
Do I
see?
see a purple sword?
No, you don't
No,
see
you don't
that.
see a purple
Yeah, you said if I find that will be the out of character to you. This is so hilarious.
I jump onto the pile of gold.
Scrooge McDuck just getting full.
A lot of coins. Closing into hundreds of thousands of coins in there. Gemstones beyond how many you can count in the hands of both of your fingers. And some of them extremely wealthy. Art objects from innate or at the very least mundane, all the way to some very much coveted ones. You can see in there a carved harp of exotic wood with a lot of that is worth a lot of gold. Ivory inlaid, zircon gemstones, the gilded skull of a fiend, a dragon, fiend of the spiderweb, a painted gold war mask that probably fits the heads of those all. Amongst the most renowned of those art objects. And then you can see a handful of items that could be of interest. A vial with a dark liquid within it, bubbles that slowly float from the dense liquid and create small air pockets that look, bubbles that look like little skulls. Scrolls in dark vellum and dark wood to the side, necromancy, highest level, couple of them. Flask or a vial as well in there with a single fingernail laying within it, having a rocky texture. A drowish cloth with intricate web depictions in there. An armor made from scales, or from the shed scales of a dragon that look identical to the one you fought just outside. The dark staff with that with a touch starts to glow with an orb of darkness at the very center of it. An obsidian staff that is cool to the touch. The items that I just described are those, plus the 3 items that I will post onto the journals for you to see. It's the Greater Piwafui, the Glumrot Dragon Scale Mail, and the Spire of Shadows. Plus all of those scrolls and consumable ones.
Maddening darkness.
Nice.
What's a greater Piwafui like?
It's got like a higher thread count.
I'll look to Vala. Before I do that, I don't want to metagame, so I'm gonna ask the DM if Alwyn know about Weapon of Dragons. How much Alwyn know about Weapon Dragons?
Just make me a history check.
I'm not good, but I will try. GM, about 2.
Hey, you even have disadvantage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But it's not probably gonna get even lower than that. But nothing that comes to your mind.
just for fun, I will roll another d20. So, okay, so still 2. So yeah, I don't do anything. I'll not say anything.
I grab it. Funny, evil staff.
Wait, you have disadvantage on initiative rolls? That's interesting.
I have 5 level exhaustion. Literally,
No,
can't
I
miss.
wasn't talking about your disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm talking about the staff.
Oh,
That doesn't seem like a benefit at all. Now it's a shadow dragon. What can I say?
Yes. Giving the advantage to the initiative felt off for the dragon. I have increased the d6 damage though.
Nice.
You're welcome. Ugh, too bad none of us wear medium armor. Guess we should just get rid of this. I think Jethris will pick up the scrolls for now.
Kaz, I'm interested. Actually, Vala would be a little interested. Are there any relics to the Shadow Lord around here? Like any, precious relics?
Surely there must be some ceremonial items, some art objects around, from some necklaces that bear the symbol, some bracelets that also do so, some handkerchiefs. Given that it is more so in line with roguish worshippers, that is, you might you might see some strands of cloth that are showcasing the emblem or the symbol.
If there's any of them that seems especially precious, or I mean religiously precious, not monetarily, could Vala, know of that? Tell if any of those relics is.
They are art objects. All of those have significant gold worth to everyone, and to those that are of that faith, probably ceremonial and religious value as well.
All right. In that case, Val, I would like to pick two of those, maybe the two most precious she would like to see. She has noticed that, unlike followers of the Spider Queen, followers of the Shadow Lord can be reasoned with, at least partly, so perhaps offering some relics for any future favors in the future could help some situation eventually.
I'll give you just the price so you know slightly how much of those items are valued.
Mm-hmm. Splendid.
Hey, Reg, you think if I gave Elwin that cool dragon armor, he'd throw it away just as easily as the shroom armor?
It's not mushrooms, so maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's still
I'm fine.
leaking a bunch of shadow and necrotic energy.
I don't know. He kind of strikes me as like just edgy enough to wear it.
Yeah, I guess. Does swing
I'm
those
not
swords a lot.
edgy.
Man, he's got good ears.
Elven ears. I don't know. It's like the jet black eyes and the bright white hair and the dual wielding.
I mean, it's like I'm looking at this going, yeah, kind of wasteful that law's ability.
Hmm?
And what I mean, it's like, while wearing this, you have immunity against the frightened condition. I'm like, shit. Okay, it's not for me.
Well, it gives you advantage on the saves to be frightened. So technically, it could give you advantage on a dragon's breath weapon that you would otherwise not avoid the damage. There are some effects that come tacked on with a frightened condition that you could probably avoid or more easily avoid.
And I don't have. I'm all good.
You can also cast, wow, calm emotions. It's almost as if that was put there to help deal with an angry orc. No, it wasn't, probably, but it's helpful.
It is very much so. However, it's actually the Gloomrot Armor's effect.
Oh.
Yeah, Regulus. Gosh. Well, if we can't touch this gold or these gems, I guess that's it. Hmm.
Krushak will turn to his allies as some of the orcs move in. Let them pick their trophies and then pile up the gold. Put it in crests, barrels, whatever you can find. Bring it to our camp. Tonight, we celebrate.
Kaz,
Go ahead.
if I look in here through the stuff, are there any diamonds?
Can't tell you right now. Yellow opal, stars of fire, yellow sapphire, blue sapphire. I do not see any diamonds onto the gemstone table. No, there aren't any.
You know some gnomes that could turn some of these into some bitchin' spell gems. Well, maybe. But does there seem to be any sort of additional things in the room?
Aside from the art objects, the magic items, the gemstones, and the coins, not really. After all, this place the tower has crumbled and has taken heavy damage during the siege. Many of the orcs were using the weapons that the drow had against them, and the tower has taken heavy damage as well. But you can tell this was less of a home or a place of worship and more of the dragon's dome.
I guess between Jethros and I gather up the scrolls and potion. I think he said he was grabbing the scrolls. So I'll pick up the potion bottles.
Hey, Alwyn, as I carry Alwyn to the sword, then turn around so I
Yes.
can see it. Look, shinies.
Okay.
Throws him onto the armor. I wonder if it fits.
Don't throw me, please.
We'll throw you. It's squishy.
Well, get smacked a few times by dragon, fifth head on. I'm not sure if in a normal, when I say word normal, I stop, looked at you, then look up. Yep, sorry. I shouldn't say normal.
As this is taking place, I'll turn for a minute back to outside of the Dragon's Court. Give you a moment to figure out how you will to divert or give away that items. Those items that you have gotten as back in there, and slowly as you stand in there, after a minute or two, a little bit more time has passed. Once the group has ventured a little bit forth, Draga will now heal you and restore only a little hit points to you, but still enough, hopefully, to help you return back to your feet. That's a d8 plus 3, if I recall correctly. You do regain 6 points of healing, Goel, as your mother mends your wounds, and you are, once again, conscious. Boy, she says as you awake.
Oh. Oh. What happened? Did we win?
did suffer many losses. We did your aid. However, took out the worst on you. Your allies had to put you down. You have put down many of them before they did it to you.
Are they okay?
They are alive. That is what matters now. Some of them seem angered with your aid. Try to explain that it is not your fault. You grew up away from us. But you nearly killed some of them.
Damn this rage. I need to know how to control it. I do not know friend from foe. I shall never use it again until I learn how to control it. I need to rest.
After the rite, my son, you will master it. Will banish those devils that surround you. Will banish your inner foes, your inner demons. Come, your allies would be happy to see you. Most of them, I believe. They were the ones that saved you from death's door before I even got to you. Braga starts to venture with Goel up fourth. I'll give you a moment. Goel, whenever you're back, feel free to RP as you will reach the other side of that room, the other platform, call it however you like, as I see that your voice mode is having issues right now. Take your moment, if needed be. As back onto the layer, you see as all of those orcs take out any chests that they can find in here. If you had any, I see that it is back well. If you wanted to add something before you move forth, or if you had a question, go for it. Else, you can arrive over here.
No, Goal is just gonna nod and walk with his, barely walk with his mother.
Both of you are barely standing alive, so that makes no sense. As you move inside, you will see orcs picking up the chests that are in here and just bringing all of the coin in there as per the tasks of and the orders of Grusnak, but allowing you obviously to take the items that are deemed important for you, such as for adventurers, that is. Grusnak stands a little bit to the side and leans with his back against the stone pillar over this debris that has fallen, as standing right now does cause him pain, but he seems happy, tranquil, relaxed, serene, victorious. He knows that the terror of the drown is now over, and he just basks in the gaze of victory.
Spoil.
Voice of war. I allowed your allies to have the grand prize. I'm sure those items that they picked worth way more than the gold. But this tribe needs this, and they've given their lives for it.
This will definitely help to rebuilding a stronghold.
We build it in here. No, our hunting here is done. We don't stay around. Once we vanquish the prey, we move on to the next one. The gold I'll show you will find its uses. He patched your shoulder. You've got a lot to learn, my boy. But, as you can see, together we stand strong and we can do anything we put our minds on. Overcome any enemy.
I need to tame this rage, Father.
I know you do. But that
Nearly.
hunt today was most important. And without it, you and your friends might have not got grace to enter our holy grounds. Now you are devoted to the hunt. Now you've shown respect to our ways, to our tradition. And now with this complete, there is nothing that's holding us off. Pursue this, to enter your right, claim your position among those of the tribe, the Shagatar. Not only by birth, not only by right, but by skill as well. As your mother is approaching, Grushnag will turn towards you. Come now, beloved dragon. See, another dragon vanquished, almost as big as the previous one. She smiles and chuckles. I think this one gave you a harder time. Not really. I had my son by my side, and even if you could only see red, you, in the end, he would strike down his enemies instead of us first.
Cannot wait to be rid of this.
Go, see to your allies. I'm sure they were worried for you. They thought that this rage turned you consumed. Chains that would be permanent. Make them know that that's not the case. That fire within you has not cleansed. But for now, it is idle. It is harmless. You see into the distance as you start to advance, Quellas. Jethros is just taking an eye onto the coins, exhausted as he is. His cape starts to glow with a golden hue.
Dragons are my favorite enemy. Is there any way I can maybe?
Make either a history or arcana check with advantage.
Yeah. Let's see. History or Arcana. Arcana is bad. History is just as bad. They're both intellect.
You recall what you heard earlier on in this campaign, and you recognize the power of some items that are taken from Hordes of the Dragon, and they can absorb the magic within. Such is the nature of the cloak that Jethro brought back onto the green dragon that you fought. if you recall correctly, the Morning Star that you grabbed, the club that you originally grabbed, that you swapped for a Morning Star back onto Lasmere, also had the same properties. Just as your cloak starts to gleam with this golden hue and then starts to shift to a purple haze, and the item is now different. You can see it onto your item tab.
I sniff it to see if it smells different.
Previously, it had a burning sensation when you were to sniff at it, like a poisonous odor. Now, it just feels hollow, as if it has no sense of smell at all. No scent at all, not no smell. No scent at all. Completely null, void of any scent.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm too weak to complain right now. Oh shit, this gold's fucking with my shit. Basically, what the DM was saying, Goel, is my poncho got juiced up by the gold, and that possibly your morning star could also be done that way. But I think Elwin has that, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's with Ellen.
Alwyn doesn't know. He rolled his thing, so
I throw Elwin on the magic horde absentmindedly as I take a risk.
but you're gonna throw it at Alwyn.
He's
Not
gonna throw you in.
just put you down. We'll put you down. It's like,
drown you.
oops, if your thing touched the horde, who knows what happens?
I think it's
What?
just me who has that knowledge, so I'll take the Morning Star from Elwin's
I cannot stop you.
hand. I'll walk into the horde, throw it in the middle of it. As it lands down, it just absorbs some of the matter. And it looks like ethereal mist envelops it and envelops it faster and faster until it's like fully covered with this golden hue of etherealness, and then it just completely envelops it, and then it just disperses just like with one. Then I'll pick up the Morning Star.
You can see how it has, when its texture, its hue, shift. It's already upgraded onto the item tab.
A dragon's weapon becomes stronger as it is bathed in the dragon's horn, much like your cape. Here.
And he hands it back to Elwin.
I literally cannot move an arm. I was like, thank you. Judas, can you hold it at the moment, please?
Yes. I'll pick you up.
You are worse for wear. You should rest. You should not be standing here. Lie
Oh.
down somewhere.
I'm not standing. I feel like a sack of potato in Judas' shoulder. Thank you, Goal. By the way, are you okay?
Yes. My rage has taken over me again. This time caused everyone great danger, including myself.
Well,
I think
go ahead.
I need to complete a trial to be able to control this rage. It seems that I lose myself in the moment. I do not see friend from foe, but this is a curse upon our bloodline, which I cannot control. Once I lose myself to the rage, I lose all logic.
Well,
In any case, our tribe, thankfully, has found a way for me to be able to control this. And it seems that it works just fine, as you could see with the Shagatar. I was the only one who lost his way, as I was not with them. I was not brought up with our tribe. I was not taught how to control it. But I will after we rest. And you can join me in this trial if you wish.
I will be honored to join you if my body able to move after that. And don't shut yourself, Goal. I saw you when you're being guided to fight that dragon. You defeated it marvelously. I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt a little bit jealous from you. How strong you are. And how adamant to vanquish that dragon. I'm jealous in a good way. If you mean, you know what I mean, not in a bad way.
The ability to not distinguish friend from foe makes the strength seem irrelevant. If I'm not able to protect the ones who are close to my ally, then what is the point?
Yeah, but
Just another enemy.
we're gonna fix it. You know, we're gonna go through this trial, and it's all gonna be hunky dory. All right, no need to put yourself down. The past is the past. I mean, who among us can say that we haven't attacked each other?
I try to raise my hand.
Oh, really?
Vala also raises her hand.
Regulus starts to raise hand, but doesn't. Realizes and doesn't.
Who here hasn't killed me? Oh, never mind. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Well, let us choose what we need from this horde. Leave the rest to the Shagatar for... They have lost so much. They need this to rebuild.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, would they really miss one measly emerald though? Come
I'm sure the items that we can gain from this are far more expensive than this gold.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
This is a
Ungratefully
dragon's
looks
horn.
at scrolls.
This is a dragon's horn. This gold is tainted.
Yeah, I mean, what if your people get dragon madness or something? Like maybe we should just take it all just to, keep them safe.
The Shagatar would be the most qualified to hold this dragon, to hold this gold. Dragons pose no threat to the Shagatar. Our curse helps us destroy them. Hmm.
All right, well, can we take a nap here? Is that where are we gonna take a nap here before we head back? Cause my bones are aching badly.
I don't know. All I know is that we cannot stay here for too long.
Oh,
We take this gold, take the treasures of the city, and we move on. We can venture back into our Shagatar stronghold and rest there. For now, choose your treasures well, for you have earned them.
And Gold's gonna walk away.
The orcs continue to stack up the gold onto those whatever vessels and containers they can find as they prepare to move them out. Chest after chest. Grushnak helps Draga stand up as he will speak towards her as Goel approaches. Let's go back, Draga. Let's go back to our tribe, to our. We need to lick our wounds. Soon. Everyone will be back there. We need, moon or dead, celebrate our victory tonight. Krishna turns and looks towards you, Goel. Are you coming, son, with us? Or you and your friends are joining us later?
We must find a place to rest. You'll have us. I would be very grateful.
Of course, you and your friends proved today that are worthy of our heritage, of our ways. In their ways, they've honored the hunt, and we welcome. Pack your thing. Grab any belonging of yours. Leave nothing back for this Sholem wretched city will be just a relic of the past. Constant reminder of those who deal with the Shagatar. An ancient history and a legend, one that we carved our names to, together, today. Come on, trucker. I need a little bit of help with moving. That rabbit beast got me nastily. And Krishna can drag a start to move. away. Just to keep an eye on something. Surely by now, I think these scrolls are, for the time being, at least staying with Jethros, and Regulus currently has the potions. If he's keeping them or if he's giving them, that's a different thing. The Greater Piguafui, is it with someone or left back here? That's
Where is
fine as
the-
well, just to keep an eye.
I have the staff.
It's items under items.
It is
Yes,
all the way at
the
the bottom.
Greater
I think.
Piguafui is there. To the party items, I have already distributed the staff and the armor that Elwin got. The
Guys, you can
potions
also-
There
are-
no.
I can type the potions again in the scroll.
Is there no Warhammer or something?
Not in here.
Sixth
No.
Warhammer.
Uh, I've been asking Keza for a verbal sword. He never give it to me. No.
Guys, you might want to add the or remove the Eldritch staff because I, broke it.
Yes.
Regulus thing to do. The Greater Piwafui is under the Fry Temple rewards.
Is it?
Well,
No.
it's underneath, is what I mean. Like,
Oh, okay.
just telling everyone where it is, if they want to look at it. You just can't wear it anywhere else but in a cave. Or during night.
I mean, it does say direct sunlight, so you can be, let's say,
It just
under...
says sunlight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, okay then.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was like a big hole to the surface right here, and that's what was providing this light?
The Drow definitely wouldn't make a city around that. That's a new hole was made.
You wouldn't make a city around that. Okay,
That sounds so dirty.
Mr.
A new
Drow.
hole.
That did.
I'm not jumping on it. That's for sure.
Kaz, as long as the Pabafwi is in like a bag, can it be out of sunlight?
It should be protected in such a manner, yes.
If it's jumping out to no one, if it's more of just like a side thing, I'll fold it into a bag. Could be an interesting gift slash bit of extra vengeance for a certain group of Dark Dancer priestesses
Mmm.
who want to see it destroyed.
Woo.
Because, well, we have a trial to do, but maybe after that we'll probably go back to Fry Temple.
For now, then I guess I'll put it on to Reggie.
Oh, I'll also, whilst we're walking, scamper, or I guess float up beside Goel. I know you're not much of a talker, especially after such a day. But,
Long
Here.
work day?
huh?
Long work day?
Oh, no, I mean, like, in character, talking about this day.
Oh, in character.
Yeah,
It's
our
like,
day
it's
of
like,
travel.
in character, this was a long day. And it's like,
Regulus walks, as I said, flies up to Goel. I don't know. We're probably gonna come along with you on that whole trial thing, but I don't know. This might help you out. And I'll give him the medal of the maze.
I'll put it on Goel's items then.
Goel eats it.
Probably. Made of like
Gobble,
bones.
gobble.
It's made of like bones and stuff. I'm not sure I want to.
Okay, so Goel will probably put it on himself with the amulet of the pact. So now he has 2 amulets. And they're both with bones. Now he has disadvantage on stealth checks. Just
He sounds like a wind
the
chime.
noise he makes. Yeah. It's like a wind chime as he walks by. Yeah, so much bling. Bone bling.
What does Val's face look like? Does she look like she's having a religious crisis?
Contorted in horror.
I mean, because of what? Because of the Biwafui? She just wouldn't. She just wouldn't pick it up. It's the Spider Queen is a direct enemy of her faith.
Oh,
But yeah, she's not gonna stop anyone from using it.
One more reason to
Or Regulus
hate
put it-
Regulus.
put it into his bag. Yeah.
Well, eventually Jethris would get tired of feeling cold underneath all this gold
Hmm.
and would get up to follow the group out.
Where'd everyone go?
What? We're right here.
No, I was saying like when you get out of the gold.
Ah. Shit.
But
My cloak's, my poncho's all dark and shit now. Just like my eyes.
yeah, the eyes are gonna get a little bit of getting used to.
They're like onyxes. Whew, well, as much as I'd like to stand here all day, I think a celebration was talked about, and I'd like to go to that.
Yeah, this sounds a little more preferable. Just so you know, for safety's measure, Vala is going to give another check to see if that presence from before is still here. The, the creepily familiar yet strange thing. Is there an instinct check?
Whatever stayed within you, Val, as you turn and look around, it's no longer there. You feel it less present. You can attribute it, probably, I guess, to the incident, the situation prior. Make my religion check. I think you sadly have disadvantage from levels of exhaustion, but still, go for
Yeah.
it.
Well, you know what? She is going to use guidance on it. She wants
Go for
to.
it.
It's in the GM layer, but you can see it.
Yeah, it's a 19 plus, at the very least, a 20 to 24, 23. So as you turn towards Valak, you use a little bit of your magic as you try to see and sense if this entity, this whatever was that was interfering with you, is still present, and it is not. It's clearly not there. However, it feels less as if it was part of this place and part of, for that time, you, general part of the force that was aiding you in this fight or something as such. To your understanding, you feel that the bloodlust, the wrath, the rage, the enmity, in similar fashion how it didn't beguiled Goel, maybe it has, to an extent, interfered with you as well.
Oh no.
You do recall, from time ago, violent outbursts have happened to you as well. It had a familiar scent.
Oh boy. Right. Right. It's far. All right. She hasn't attacked you. But right. So she will stay silent for now. Letting the rest figure with the treasure and maybe nudge people towards leaving.
Anyone that wills to do something in here as well before you leave this place, as the orcs by now would be probably mostly done ransacking this place, grabbing whatever they can. I take the silence as my answer when it
Yeah, I
comes
think
to
we all
this,
want to fucking go.
as the orcs put chests, barrels, crates, whatever container they can find, and pour on gold and start to ferry towards there. Amongst the caravan of those orcs that try to ferry the wealth in here onto the camp, they will be using some of the deep roads. Elwin, you can catch a ride, or Judas can take you there. It is entirely up to however you feel like RP wise for this to take place, as surely those beasts of burden can carry well and enough of this gold. And soon enough, after a little bit of time, into the Underdark, you should be able to arrive back onto the tribe of the Shagatar, onto their stronghold. That is, it isn't much different from how it usually is. You can see all of the different orcs around here, the wounded ones. However, this place is stacked both by those that are wounded and both by those that are dead. Piles of corpses lie instead of the beast den in there. Multiple orcs stacked on top of one another. Many orcs that were held prisoner, that carry some, at the very least, signs of them being part of the Shagatar tribe, seem to be around as well, having been given tasks as henchmen, guards in here. There are also some strange figures amidst there, some goblinoid creatures, two goblins, one goblin actually, two hobgoblins and two bugbears that seem to stand in there licking their wounds, and the scared little kobold that tries to hide slightly under this commotion. Do not feel as if they're threatened, but they are being observed, they are being kept under scrutiny.
Jethers.
You see the rest of the orcs stand around here as they laugh and cackle around the fireplace. Not fireplace, the fire, I guess, the hearth. That is, drinking as they speak the names and the stories of those that perished today. Grusnak sees Jethro approaching towards there. Ah, it is them. He points towards this one, and those band of savages aided me in slaying that truck. Wasn't all of my work. Damn, with that beast bite in there, I'm not sure if I could get to sell them myself. Points into the wounds onto his thigh, which seemingly has gotten slightly better, perhaps received some magical healing medication. Either of the two. You can clearly see something is being used there. But with them, we were able to vanquish our foes.
Yeah. What he said. Oof. Long
There
day.
is tension in there. As much as victory this has been, a lot of people died for this to happen. And it is clear onto the eyes of the many in here.
Jethers doesn't pick up on this tension. Just be rubbing his arms, feeling the nice warmth of the fire on his scales. Ooh, that's nice. Come on, guys, we won. Where's the party? Come on.
Some of the orcs raise their weapons, but all of them are wounded heavily. Not in the best spot for bathing right away. Take a breather. It'll be a little bit while before everyone is ready to enter or join in the festivities. But we have buried many, and sure we have to honor them in the way that it should matter. Matter to us, matter to them.
Looks back at corpse pile. Oh yeah, I get. Yeah, that's important. What you like bury? Oh no, wait. You guys use pyres, right? Goel told me that.
We burn them today. Few more minutes. So many dead. Bloodlines even. Vanquished today. Gashnak and his daughter Gorsh. Hagu also dead. His son Belis stands now amongst us. Points to the orc onto the other side that looks somewhat angry and wounded at the same time, less ready to partake on the festivities. That is Nagat, great tracker that was. He continues on to mention countless and many other names of folk that fallen on today. It is clear that Grusnak knows each and every one of them by heart. Take a rest, prepare, and when times come, you'll know it. I'll suggest you keep an eye on some of the people that arrived as well. Slaves of the drow they were. They managed to survive and incite a rebellion amongst themselves. Pretty impressive if you ask me. We've given them the spark, and they lit the torch. But surely, I would watch out around them. They haven't earned any trust yet. All we know is that we share a common enemy. Share, for now they're dead.
Okay. I mean, good for them, I guess.
You can see how all of those goblins, bugbears, seem to have made not like a community amongst themselves, not like a party amongst themselves, but they are clearly speaking amongst themselves and are eyeing around, they're looking distrusting, But obviously, in here is much better than out there into the Underdark. Into the distance, Regulus moves on towards the spotted lion to fend and tend towards it. The creature doesn't move, nor sifts or does anything more, just scowls in there and stands. Go ahead, Elwin. Was there something you want to add? Or
Oh, no, no. I was stretching my body.
it's okay. I just saw your microphone going green.
Oh, no, no, I stretched my body. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. But you can take a short rest in here, in case of that gives you anything. To some, it might give you dice. I know some have already expended all of them, so
He's so evil, Caden.
if you can get something out of short rest, feel free to get something out of short rest.
Actually, I get second win, so I'll take the short rest.
I'm not going to spend anything.
Yeah, you regain some of your resources, the ones that are on a short rest recharge.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do a song of rest for, I guess. Does it just work on everyone? No, that can't be right.
Anyone
think
that
you-
expends a hit dies.
Yeah.
You can use or any friendly creatures. Okay, yeah. Just I guess everyone in the camp. When I was a young boy, my father.
We're short resting, not long resting.
For now, for the party.
For now, that is. But I want to hear the rest of the Black Parade.
A short rest doesn't mean nothing.
To join the Black Parade. Just a nice little ovation to these fallen people. He said, one day,
Did I have 2 exhaustion or 2?
a phantom to lead you into summer.
Oh man.
I get it. The song is gonna be playing in the back of my head now for the rest of it, but I'm fine with it.
I think the breath gave people exhaustion, right?
Yeah, I had it tracked on the previous token, but
I have
Yeah, token is gone.
I had 1 or 2.
Is that
Sometimes I
ChatGPT
get
or-
the feeling she's watching over me, and other times I feel like I should go. Yeah, I would sing that, but so take it back. Yeah.
It's like a
Take it.
90s pop rock.
Close to early 2000s, I think, right?
Yeah, basically.
I don't recall when it is.
Late
from, but
90s.
Yeah, something like that. It's actually 2006. It's 2000s
Early
music.
2000s. Very good. Very good song. Yeah, I'll do that. And then
As time progresses and you continue to stand amidst there, try at the very least to rest. Grushnak will approach Grell, but the rest of you can also listen in. And with him comes the shaman of the tribe, both of them together. The shaman turns and looks towards you. You've done great in this fight, Quell. Grusnak told me of your exploits, but I was there to witness them with my own. It is fair to say, though, you still need to go through this fight. Most apparent than ever now. It is clear to me. You're a hunter, born one. You might have been raised that way, but you've been raised by wolves, predator. You haven't been raised. The ways of the surface haven't changed what you truly are, who you are supposed to be. And tonight, you shall take our most ancient right. It's customary for the hunter to choose their companions. The task is for you, but no hunter ventures alone, except if they have a death wish. I must say that I was skeptical when Grosnak told me of this. Your allies don't seem very Shagatar-like. But today, once again, Grosnak is proved right. If they will to join and aid you, if those are the companions that you will choose, then they shall prepare as well. Has your father talked to you about this right? I taught
know
him
not.
racing, Grusnak says. Only what he needs to know, that he needs to enter our holy grounds. Hunter needs to become the hunter himself. The shaman looks toward you, Goal. That means one thing. Your possessions, your everything. You and anyone that joins you will be taken from you as you are into sleep. And should you manage to come out from this victorious, then I'm sure you will have gotten power, and his hand starts to burn more than what you start. Remember, a hunter, a hunting path, knows when to run, when to hide, when to scavenge, and when to fight. That applies to everyone that joins you, Grusnak will say. If they are so much coveting their belongings, I don't think they can aid you on that. But you can trust me on that. You see how much gold we have, how much little need we have for surely spectacular magic items and equipment that you adorn. But we are no thieves. Nothing of that will be truly taken from you.
You think I can go through with this tonight in my state? And battered. Can barely walk.
Everyone, you will be drugged. Additionally, you will recover, and you will rest, and you will enter a slumber unlike any other. But you will be truly rested. It's not gonna be like a night's sleep. I wouldn't put you in this tribe if I didn't know that you could survive. And if I didn't know that you have it in you. I wouldn't risk my son being tired to fight this. Rest assured, you'll be in prime state for this. I will make sure of it. It is, if you must know, Azuk will speak, the herbal consumption that each of the of the ones that joined you will consume will will force you to succumb to slumber that is unlike any other, and you might experience otherworldly visions. In them, look for answers, look for paths, for it is where your guidance will be given. Thank you, Azu. Grushanak will speak. And the shaman starts to move behind. I shall prepare the dosage. Grushanak turns towards you, Goel, once again. Well, I guess you have to pick your companions. Those that will form your hunting. I leave you to it. Any questions, son?
No.
Good. Let me know when you've decided.
I will inform them.
And Goa's gonna walk up to it. Like, am I wrong in thinking there's a party, like people are having fun right now, or is it died down? Like what exactly happened?
Jethro's
It hasn't been as uplifting. However, Jethro's Song of Rest might sift the spirits. Go roll a performance check.
Yeah, I'm
Depending
trying
on
to
the word, it was a
sing
little
my
bit more
prog
macabre.
rock.
Give us your performance check.
Alright, where the fuck is it? 14. Oh wait, I have a level of exhaustion.
Yes, reroll that.
25.
At the very least, it's not getting any worse, and Jethro's is at the very least trying to help, but it's a hard crowd truly in here, and many of them are not pissed, but just stricken by the sight of all of those corpses lumped onto the beast den. Those are the corpses of their allies, their friends, their hunting party companions, the tribe members.
You know you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on.
Goal's gonna, see where everyone is sitting around and tell them.
I think Alwyn is pretty much wherever you put him, because he cannot move, but it's wherever you left him last. But yeah, Vala, Judas, Alwyn are on one side, and Regulus is on the other, Jethro's a little bit further, and I'm up to wherever anyone wills.
I have no control.
The trial has to be done. In our dream, we will drink herbal mixture and drift into sleep. Anyone who is willing to join, please let me know.
Oh,
If you are not willing, it is understandable.
Well, I mean, like I said when we first got here, I'm gonna help you with the trial. I think me and Val already said hell yeah.
question, Goel. You said the trial in your dream. Does that affect my current state? If I go with you?
You can join us. You will not be in your own state. Judas, will you join? Take your silence as a yes.
He not.
If this gets you away from yes.
Okay, so everyone will join, and I guess Regulus is as well. I'll go over to him and ask.
Your regulars will probably join. You can pry him away from Cat.
Yeah, I'll go up to Grushinak and
We are ready. They will all join.
we won't be sleeping.
No, talking. He's
Oh.
talking to Jethros.
Whatever. Can I just get rid of this fucking invocation? I don't even want a new one.
Whenever you level up, feel free to change it.
Frick you.
I love that.
Grushan will turn and look towards Goel. Everyone. I see. Well, I will speak to our shaman to prepare enough for the lot of you. And after a celebration tonight, I'm sure I'll see you on the other side. Rebirth. Baptized. In the blood of the drow that we hunted today. And I'm excited, I must. He turns and looks to Goel. He says that for you to meet a friend of and down deep in there. And as he points into the distance to the den that is being blocked by the spotted lion.
The one behind the gold.
No, over to here.
The other. Oh, okay.
This is a
We're supposed
passage.
Oh, okay. We're supposed to go there.
No. You're not supposed to go there. They will take you there. They will drag you and then take you there.
Oh, while we're incapacitated.
They're gonna knock the
Yes.
fuck out and then drag us in. So... Sorry, don't want to interrupt your roleplay.
Grushnak grabs a log with fire, burning up as she starts to move a little bit closer. First, we pay our respects to the dead, to the many that we have lost today. Door into the distance open, the rest of the orcs start to approach to see this rite, take part in this. As they gaze up into the distance, Grushna moves up forth and starts to line up the bodies in there. Flame that sparks like wildfire. Quickly in there.
Can I also assist by lighting up the fire of the Sunforger and helping him?
Of course. If you want to add some
Yeah.
description, feel free to do so.
Yeah, so Goel will also do that. He will grab the Sunforger and just shake it strongly, and the magic will just make it start to light like a beacon of fire. Or like a torch, and then he would start burning as well.
And as the fire starts to burn, Krishna will tell out. The ones that are dead, the ones that are far and beyond. Hear our prayer. Into Liction up there. And the flames wreath again and again as Grushnak will turn and nod. And you see, as the orcs in here move up forth and grab chests gold and start putting them all into the fire. Any gold they have, and if gold they've taken, they start to put it in there. As it starts to melt away,
Man.
emptying chest at a time with gemstones and art objects, all of that burned into the flames starts to get. You see as the fire consumes everything. Barrel filled with coins is held, and you can see and you can smell the rust and the burning scent of melting metal. It becomes intoxicating, and clearly the people on the back end down there below cannot handle it. As Grushnak chuckles and laughs, as so much wealth, more than just thousands of gold, is hurled into the fire, into the pit, again and again.
Over the telepathic bond, Jethro says, "Guys, what the fuck?"
And with that notion, with that moment, we will take a quick pause for a quick break, and we'll be back in 10. We'll leave it exactly at Jethro's speaking to everybody else. What the fuck is going on?
WTF?
Is this why Goel doesn't like or doesn't have any gold on him?
He just fucking burns it when he gets anywhere. For good luck, it's like throwing pennies in a fountain. You just throw it like gold pieces into fireplaces all the time, everywhere you go.
You know, putting it onto that fire, there's probably like enough gold to give an entire city their wage in like years in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like, destroyed. It's gold. It's just gonna melt into one single.
No, it's
big
probably
block.
destroyed. Knowing
Isn't it less
It's-
valuable as like, I don't know.
No, it's not.
It is, unless you like technically like reproof it as currency. Pure gold is worth less than like a coin of gold, even if it's like minuscule amount.
I don't know. I don't know about D&D economy, minting, and all that.
Yeah, that's the word, minting. Kazan, tell me I'm right. Come on, please.
76 wealth.
76 entire wealth.
Oh God,
Why?
that
Why?
I cast Shatter on Grushnak.
I
You
cast-
know what? No, I cast Shatter on Grushnak's nuts. You retconned and I'm bringing it back.
Just go with the first roll. 76 gold. This is
A 100, like every wizard everywhere just suddenly went. "Ah!"
Wait, 87,000 was just gone? It's just gone. It's not
It's just
like
gone. That fire is gonna burn so hot. It's gonna be not gonna be nothing left.
That's not
Because
like you
of-
can't burn gold.
No, you can. This fire can. This fire is probably gonna burn it exceptionally well.
Like melting gold is even like it takes a high temperature.
This
Like
isn't.
a regular bonfire.
This is an
would-
inferno.
This isn't regular fire.
You will see soon enough. It's not over.
He said it was
Be
literally.
live.
He said it was white
yeah.
fire, like it's white phosphorus, basically.
This is lore fire.
Okay.
This is Kaz fire.
You will see soon enough.
We're gonna inhale the smoke, and this is how we're gonna do the trial.
$87,000. That's a lot of.
Okay, I'm gonna make
I
food.
mean, go. It's like 4 ships or something. 5 ships. Fleet.
Goal so far. Regulus?
Yeah.
Judas?
I'm here.
Jathras?
Yeah.
And Alwyn, I'll assume you're here. We're just talking.
Yep.
I'll give a moment for Goel because he had a lot of questions in regards to what happens to all of that gold once it gets burned. I can tell
Well,
you
it
one
wasn't even
thing.
just gold. Some of it was like paintings and stuff.
There are art
Those are-
objects in there, metallic objects. There are a lot of things. Gemstones as well. I don't think gemstones burn, but in this scenario, I'm sure they'll burn. Let's find
I
out.
dive into the fire.
Yes. Sapphire, ruby, and diamond, unless others will also burn. Let's see. Gems also burn. And that is all I needed.
Did you like ask Uncle Google about that?
Yes, I just did.
As a, as a matter of fact, they don't exactly burn; they melt. They, or rather, get
Yes.
oxidized into different things.
I thought
Are they
gem
toxic,
similar.
Vala? If they are, tell me what constitution save do I need to put you all through to see if Elwin dies again?
Please no.
18d10
Well,
damage.
Funnily enough, some fumes of the genesis of stones can actually be very toxic, but I don't exactly remember which.
Hear that, Ellen? That sounds to me at least 15 points of damage.
Oh God.
Yeah, giving a moment to go, Ellen, we should be good to get right back in here. Also, on to the side, the return of some of the one-shot characters. Some of them, not all of them. But Gulk and Groover, Callback
Gulk.
and Nap
It's
are
me,
always
Gulk.
there.
I can't remember his voice.
guess we should get back into the game, and Gull will join us as soon as he is able, which is more than fair and fine, as the fire starts to burn and terrifies in the sight of so much wealth, so much coin, so much gold, gems, and art going to waste. Jethro just grabs his stone of telepathy and speaks to everybody else. Guys,
What
what
the
the
fuck?
fuck? Everyone seems stunned by this, not entirely certain why would they do so. They could build so many things with that. This must be the way, but still confuses the very lot of you. Hence the reason probably why Grushnak asked you to not grab any of that wealth. As the flames continue to burn, the melted gold starts to pour into the bodies, completely singeing them, burning them in the process, and the scent of all of those metallic fumes combined with those of the burned flesh, it's an odor and a scent that, even though adventurous you are, it brings sickness into your stomachs. It makes you nauseating. It is hard to just be present in that, as the gold singes the corpses and starts to wrap around them, burning them, melting them as well, as the fire continues to rage on and on and on and on. Flames gorge on and enlarge even more so as Krusha stands there proud of this. Some of the orcs take a little bit of distance from it as well, keeping a little bit of a safe distance as the flame continues burn. And soon enough, you will see, once the fire starts to dissipate, all that is left behind is just liquid gold. Corpses, gemstones, the art objects, coins, all melt in a sea of gold. And as Grushnak moves up fourth, he goes down onto his knees, putting his hand out into the distance, yet speaks no words, stands in there kneeling in front of it. Gold itself start to take shape. Similar to Jethro's magic of creation, though clearly different use of it, as you can tell, Grushnak is not bard. You see, as the liquid gold starts to melt and merge and take shapes and forms, as it starts to appear like a massive statue, a golden statue of what looks like an ox. Yes, after the statue, we have the ox, you know.
Jethres, in your mind, I don't know if the link can be speak with everyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everyone, yeah.
I'll say, Jethres, now you can really say what the fuck.
I guess it makes a little bit more sense now, but still, God, oh.
How to make little sense? The gold turned to ox without anybody ah, sc- someone help me with the word.
Sculpting.
Sculpt.
Yes.
I mean, I can do this, and Jethros will sew Shadowfell threads across your body, and you'll be covered in adamantine armor.
You see, as armor starts to envelop around you, Elohim, armoring you all on your hands, onto
Uh,
your chest, into your feet, everywhere around.
So anyway,
A
it ain't that weird
pristine
for me.
adamantine. The orcs all gasp onto the sight of the golden statue. Pure gold statue of an ox. Grusnak moves close and puts his hand onto, as he goes into the front, onto the head of the ox. You see the burn scorch marks, as this is obviously very much heated, burning his hand as Grusnak struggles for a moment, but presses his head to mark the ox with his hand at the very top of it, before taking out his hand with severe burn marks in it. Today is a blessed day, and God has rewarded us. This is our trophy, our memento of this day, of our efforts, of the spell of the drow that ended today. This is our reward. He turns and looks towards the party, but mainly looking for Goel. I told you, my son, you were meant to bring this victory to us. I saw the wolf rising from the sea, and now I see you standing as the future of the Shegatar. You will be the one that decides and paves the path of our clan. And after your rites tonight, I will know what future holds up for us. A blessed one, forsooth. For the hunt! And everyone into the camp, and even those that are not certain, seeing that it clearly has an effect on them, they raise their hands, they raise their cups, they raise whatever they are holding, and yell out, "For the hunt!" All together.
For the hunt.
Grugna smiles and moves further away, with a lot of the orcs standing, astonished to the side of what they've seen. For those that understand Orcs, you can hear all of the orcs speaking amongst themselves. Krishna, live all this time. We are free. He spoke of spoils of war that will lead us to the surface. Talks looks like an oryx. Looks creature that will get us out of this cave. You hear different conversations amidst all them as they are truly enthralled. A lot of the orcs also move close, gaze upon it, look at it from close within it as well. One of the lowly summons, one of the younger generations in there, however, just moves to the side over there and stands down, looking rather pessimistic in regard to the lot of it. Some of the orcs might just even nudge you out of the way so they can bask in the glory of this.
Regular Sprout's break.
As Goel's perception is super high, he's going to notice the younger ones who are not as satisfied. And he will also approach them again in a confrontational manner.
You do not see this as a glory, do you?
We spoke the night before the raid. You know where I stand, and I know where you stand. He just looks the other way, grunting. Clearly dissatisfied.
Yet you are here. We have vanquished our foes, ones who hunt us.
How many
destroyed
did we lose? Walker was. How many did have to die for this? All of them, young, and wanted to see the surface. I am the only one left. He looks up, and I am the only one left to see what the sun looks like. So many of us could have left this place. and we had to try. He says so clearly, not believing in that.
Delusion. Sacrifice must be made for the ones who are lost. So we, the ones who survived, can walk free and be safe. We are not to choose if we can walk the surface. We must sacrifice to ensure our future. Your other option of walking away from it all, going to the surface. I have been to the surface. Our kind is not welcome. We would be hunted down and killed. We do not stay together. Fight off the ones who want us gone. Lose and win. We would not be standing here. Our way of existence is difficult and marred with death and destruction. But if we are to survive, we must find our allies, stand by, and fight for our survival. There's no way, nowhere in this place that is safe for an orc. We will never live in a safe and luxurious life. We must be like this. We must fight like this. You can wallow in your sadness. You can think, what if we did not go fight and ran away? Would that make us more safe? Or you can join us and honor the memory of the fall. Continue with the trauma. Live. It is your choice.
Goyle walks away, not expecting or wanting a reply.
To many in here, what they are looking and gazing upon is a miracle or an omen of the aspect of nature that is aiding the Shagatar. It is clear to all of them that this is unique to nature, otherworldly, as they stand and gaze, bask in it. Grushnak and Dragon to the other side just keep an eye, look left and right. As Dragon will stand up and move around the campfire, starting to get closer and closer and closer towards the group. And she will approach you, Vala, from behind, as she will say, I've been holding them for when the time to go to the surface will come. After today, the care that you've taken to my boy, I think I should give you some gift for what you've done. Keep him safe. I know that he might have turned against you, know well enough it wasn't him. And you saw that. And she grabs from her pocket a small or a statuette of 3 carved ivory goats and gives it towards you as a mother yourself. I'm sure you understand.
Um, are they like on a, they have a common base and there's the three of them there, or are they three different
You
statuettes?
can, like, I'll post the image. You can see it also into the journal. It's the fingering of wondrous power of the ivory goats.
Oh,
A very weird item. Is all I'm gonna say. I'm not sure what use it's gonna find. I'm sure it's gonna find some very weird one. But yeah,
well, Vala is not one to turn down a gift, and even more so, um, she is first of all, her words will snap Vala out of her thinking, out of some thoughts, and she will say, I know that Goel would do the same for me if I needed his help. But, and we all know anger, and we all know things we can't control. Um, but this gift, I will treasure it because it is given uh, to me by a mother who is so glad to see her son safe and sound.
she nods towards you. You would understand. Keep it close. You.
Say again.
She said, "I knew you would understand. Keep it close to you." That's all she said.
Mm, I
And
saw.
then starts to move further away.
Vala will start looking at the statue a little bit. She'll examine it, get a feel of what it is.
Upon using it, it summons three different goats,
Mm,
each of which has different properties. One is a riding goat to be used for venturing. The other one is a giant goat that is just better to be used as to strike at enemies or in general for other purposes. That is the goat of terror, which is also a giant goat that cannot attack, and you can remove its horns and use them on strange weapons, a lance, a longsword. You can see how they work. It also gives an aura of terror while you're riding.
yeah. Goat of Terror is not a set of words I expected to hear together today.
Yes.
Man, I've been
Very,
You've
reading
very
obviously,
through
weird.
reading
you've
through
ever,
the. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say you've obviously never lived in a farm with a lot of goats.
The only sad thing is how long of a cooldown those goats have. Like, the Goat of Travail is available for 3 hours and then it's not used for 30 days. But they are going to find some nice use. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the perfect thing to have at some point.
Truly.
Like a hillbilly Drit Steward. And
Like, do you take them out? Or how do you even use?
You
Sort of
use an
like,
action, I think.
do you know how Dries has a panther and he throws a figurine and the panther
Ah,
pops from it like a Pokeball? Sort of like
yep,
that.
Wait,
got it.
you does these goat like in the image stack up each other and you throw three of them at the same time, or you choose one of them?
she's one of them.
From Yeah, each one is a different goat.
Oh.
Each one has a cooldown, so theoretically you can use all three at the same time.
Well, yes, but it's going to be chaotic, and I'm not going to to force myself to control three different things in a combat.
Not
Not
Three
gonna
things,
different
use
goats.
goats.
the goats.
I meant I would never be caught controlling three of anything along my character.
Let
But
alone a ghost.
yeah, but yeah, uh, it's a it's a very pretty item. Nice.
Made by Draga. There's a sign at the bottom, I guess.
Oh,
Grushak and Draga seem to be racing into the distance, and the shaman goes forth once anew to prepare the herbal conjunction. The door closes, offering a slight and grim look onto the tent over there that is left with so many wounded that are still, hopefully, to survive this war. Some of them have lost a hand, maybe a leg, maybe an eye, or they're just in terrible state. But alas, through their strange remedies and medicinal uses, they hopefully will survive and endure this. The interaction between Vala and Goel's mother is visible to others. It is entirely up to the lot of you. Drag is not being very discreet about that, but obviously it is entirely up to each character, whatever they notice, if they notice as well. And in a little bit of time, the potion or the substance that you are about to consume will be ready. You can see the fumes from the tent inside hurling up and puffing up a green smoke over towards.
What does it smell like?
It has a very strange smell. To you, Jeff, as you turn from there and try to sense it, has a reminiscent smell or scent of rotting animal carcass.
Just like Mama used to make.
But not only for you, Jethers. For example, for you, Goel, it has a scent of wet fur, similar to that of Snowsong, previous fur, before he turned into the spirit that you saw for call upon. Again, the smell does vary from person to person slightly.
Fragrance, it just smells like cinnamon.
It actually tastes like salt water. Not taste, sorry. Has the smell of the sea and the fish in it. That smell is how you uh, would describe it, Regulus. For Elwin, it would be the moist scent, the scent of moisture into a tropical jungle or something as such. That kind of smell, that very wet smell, is what seems to be brewing in there. For Judas, it's much different. It
Blood.
has a smearing, uh, smearing grass stench from saliva or something as such. A very weird sense, similar to how the gnolls in your areas nearby sometimes mark their territory. But yeah, those are all the different smell, scents that you might get from that. As in time, Azuk will get out of his tent, turn towards Grushnak, and just nod, as Grushnak will start to move close towards the group. If you will to do anything before you command, now is the time. Arzuk will be waiting for you. Line up when you are ready, and prepare to be tested, to be pushed, to be hunted, and to hunt.
Okay.
Let's go.
So before we go in, could we shove something into our prison pocket? I'm just kidding.
That's great.
Hey, man.
Let's not explore that, I guess.
Anything that will get you this trial.
Judas,
Yes.
I am so sorry bothering you today. Help here?
Okay. I'll help you.
Thank you. It's your fault, Caitlin.
As you saw, as Judas grabs and moves Elwin towards there, Shaman grabs a cup and starts to move close towards. Drink from this and enter the den, and points over to here. Go there and rest.
A question, Caitlin.
Go ahead, Alvin. Sorry.
Sorry for cutting off. Just to be sure, so I put it or not. Do you wish me to put the armor now, or I will leave it?
Entirely up to you. If you wear your armor, you wear your armor. If you're not wearing your armor, you're not wearing your armor. It's entirely up to you.
Okay, then I believe in the short hour. Someone help me to attune to it.
Slowly into
Bold
as
assumption.
as I'll assume Goel would be the first one to drink from this,
Yeah.
and
Chug it.
as you start to consume it, it feels heavier. Much more after a few seconds, it kicks in you, and as for a moment, it didn't feel that bad. It had this weird taste, similar to the smell that I explained earlier on for you. But as you get around, then you feel the kick of it, and everything numbs, and everything around you start to spin, and you can nearly move. And you realize within you that you don't have much more control left within your body as Grushnak starts to cackle. Look at him, already misstepping. Go there, son. Let's see if you'll make it. As they point towards there, it's hard for you, Goel, to even take a step at this. Whatever that is, it seems to be extremely potent as you nearly stumble and fall. Make me a constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
You see as Goel starts to move as if he's not intentional, but he's moving in a zigzag pattern, and before he even reaches the door, he just collapses into the ground, face planted in there as he thuds, as if he fell unconscious.
I look to the witch doctor. Can I have like a recipe for this?
Maybe. If you succeeded, he will turn towards you and shove it down your throat, pretty much.
Ooh.
Go
Oof.
now. Let's see that walk. Let's see that strut. Make me your gun save, Jack.
Forgets I don't use D&D Beyond anymore. Where's my fucking page? There he is. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
You start to move
Oh, this
up
shit's
the
good.
floor. And a few seconds after, that dizziness. But not the one that you, when you are just drunk. There's something else. This is mental as well. You start hearing voices left and right. You feel as if your tail coils around onto the ground and rattles in there. You can constantly hear that sound as you feel as if you're going insane. As you make a few steps, for a second, you're about to drop. You black out and fade in back as you regain control of your sight. Take one more step and then just plummet right next to Goel.
Snout
I am
first.
sure not killing them.
They are not dead. They are in trance.
Uh-huh.
Salmon Denton looks toward Regulus. Up ahead. Next. Or did you decide against now?
Huh? What? Oh, I just got pulled along.
Are you sure you're in, boy? You know you can get killed.
That hasn't stopped me the entire time. So what's the
That's what I hear.
what's the kind of deal with this? I know we can't take things into our dream, but what's the deal with that?
So many questions. Here lie your answer, and he will offer you the drink. See for yourself.
Okay. Just don't be around me for when I'm asleep, because could explode. And I drink it, and I drink it. Then, do I make a con save?
As well, of course.
Okay.
Oh,
That's good.
wow.
You have pluses. I'm pretty sure that's 20 something.
29.
Yeah, no. Just weird that it is.
It's D&D Beyond's new update. I don't know. It's not working right.
For Jackson, it seemed to work fine. I'm just curious that is. But in any case, you see regulars as you drink that strange, whatever that is, you start once again to lose your step. But faintly, you have control. Your potent metabolism manages to help you and aid you with pulling forth, and you walk close towards Jethros to check how they're doing. You have a little bit of time. You know that you are slowly losing it, but you are able to postpone it for slightly a bit. You turn and look towards Jethros, and you see their eyes are open wide, and they're constantly moving left and right. His iris, or I guess he doesn't have an iris right now. All of them, they're jet black, but you can see or sense some movement in there, as if they are dreaming, they're saying something. Whatever it is happening to them, it's clearly very vivid, but they look shocked. They look appalled by this. As you continue to move on, and you see Goel as well in a similar fashion, blood dripping onto from his mouth. Perhaps a wound from earlier, perhaps from that, but you shake it off. Continue to push yourself forth as you enter through the drape in there. For a moment, it kicks towards you. You see a woman lying into the bed there, yet mangled up. Surely that's some sort of weird hallucination from the drink. You try to turn back, but for a moment you lose your step, and after a few more steps in there, you try to balance again. Try to see around and make me, I guess, a perception check, Regulus. It is a disadvantage, but still.
Hooray! Disadvantage. Oh wait. Okay, maybe I won't roll in D&D Beyond again. Ha, hoo, heh. Huh. Didn't get two natural 20s that time. Damn.
It's okay. You look towards, you look into the corpse over there, the mangled belly of it. It seems as if it has been torn apart into the corpse for a moment. It looks very, very weird and very much freaky from the side that you are on. But amidst all this, you slowly lose conscience as you try to take a little bit of a distance from that mangled up body over that side of one that you see in there before you fall to the side, grab your head, and you're trying not to pass out, you're trying not to submit for a second, but the voices keep speaking towards you, and then they stop, and all you see, all you hear is a soft sea breeze, a rushing current for a second that seems to help, and with it you drift alone. The shaman turns and looks towards Judas and Elwin. This one got through the gate. Impressive. Most don't manage to do so.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think you'll be moving much, son.
Yeah, I'm trusting my body here.
I assume Judas positions you forth, but as the
Yep.
shaman gives you the drink, Elwin instantly, as he lets you go, you just. I'm sure you will roll higher your concept, but you cannot move, so
I will roll just for the sake of fun.
feel free to do so. Just because you cannot move, I don't have to do any description for you. You do
Yeah.
a description of how you pass out.
Okay, I will just roll first. 25. I'll do. Oh yeah.
Disadvantage from exhaustion.
I'll.
You do. It's a disadvantage.
Yeah, everything. No, 15. So I don't pass out immediately. I'll just drink it like a. Like there an awkward moment looking to that organ. When the effect will.
As he drops down into the ground. Don't worry. We'll take this one into the den afterwards. He turns towards you, Judas, and offers you the drink.
That's nice. Ah, yes, Judas will drink it.
Make me your con save, Judas, as well.
What we do for a demi? Want some eggs? Were shark, crazy, mangled, killer orc to try to kill us twice. What we do for him?
Things we do for love.
I don't call it love. I probably call it a false, a wrong sense of incorrect, incorrect point of friendship or something. Ill-advised friendship. Just normal. GM did. Sorry.
No worries, I can see it as Judas once
17.
again. You as well. After you drinking it, you muster a little bit of control and you look around. You see Elwin lying down there. Hopefully, he's in good hands with those orcs. As you move around, you look towards Azuk, you look towards Draga, you look towards Grosnak. Their face is seeped in chains. They look nearly godlike for a moment as you look down into Jethros, and he has the same face. The face of Jethros, that of the lizard folk, has shifted to your perception with horns now, ram horns to be exact. You are surprised by that. You blink and it fades ultimately, as this is only illusion or motion hallucination and nothing more than that. You hear the baying of a goat a little bit to the distance as you continue to move up forth, look down on Goel and pass by the drape where you see Regulus for a moment still in slightly of a conscience, trying to not pass out as you look up and ahead to the mangled up corpse as well. You cross eyes with Regulus. It is clear that you both see this, and then you pass out as well, fade into the moment. As only one is left, I'll assume, Vala, you are by the side with everybody else, preparing your turn for this.
Well, oh yeah, forgot to move my token. Yes.
No worries, no worries. I moved your token for you. And the shaman turns and looks towards you. Cleric devout to a faith. That will be a rare sight. But I've have just enough. You. He extends his hand. Bottoms up. Priestess.
What is he offering? A drink, or is Vala supposed to be already holding one?
Nope. He is offering you the last bit of poison or whatever that is. This
Poison.
intoxicant is.
It's whiskey.
This
You
is
see,
on.
Jeffrey's
You know-
Duel, Elwin, all are face planted into the ground. Judas and Regulus managed to go through there, but you clearly heard the thud because they fell.
Well, you know what? She will try and take that challenge, although she knows she can't hold her drink too well. Just to see what happens. She will accept it, not wanting to make the orcs feel insulted, and we'll try it out. So that's a save for Vala as well.
Go for it.
All right. That ignore the +3. That's a 16.
And that's a TPK now. Everyone is dead. No, I'm kidding. As Vala, you consume this as well, and for the moment you start to pass through. You continue your way to see how your allies are. You check quickly as you still have a little bit of your senses. You check onto Jefferson. You can tell that there is a pulse. He's still in there, but this is not obviously killing him. This is clearly something else. But you hear as you stand towards there, close towards you, sounds and wings flapping around you as if Lentil is just flying all over you, swarming, pecking, and attacking you. This is a nuisance and a hindrance towards you as you advance slightly further. And as you pass by Goel and close towards the door, the moment that you open up those drapes, you see into the distance the corpse of an orcish woman that her belly has dropped, torn from inside, and pass out at the very spot.
Oh my.
And as you are all in this dire state, in this strange feel, your eyes close and they do not open. You feel different. You feel strange. Goel, for a quick moment as you are dreaming, you can feel the sensation of land under your feet and land under your hands. You have this faint sensation of as if you are sprinting on all fours. And with that comes a sense of freedom. You smell so many different scents you could not before. You do not see anything, but you can tell what the world lies around you just from the different smells. You can clearly see this area around you, not with your eyes, but with your other senses. Feel that you've grown fur and it seems agitated as if that it is sensing presence nearby. The sprint continues and becomes faster and faster. Jethros, in a much different state you are. Everything around you seems static. Everything seems still. Nothing seems to change or shift. You see the world around you, but it is just a constant pause frame. And then a sudden flicker of movement changes your sense of perception all over again, as your sight is based on movement rather than anything else. You start to see the area around you where you are, those dark caverns. Find yourself in a hole, springing through there, coiling with your body. Do not feel your legs or arms, but you are slithering around, moving like a rushing wave into the area. The ground feels warm to your touch as it propels you forth. Regulars into the you can feel a very familiar sense. It's been a while since you visited your family down under the water, but you've always remember how it felt the very first stream, and that is exactly how it feels right now. Feel as if you're a part of the sea and you're moving through the different waves around, but with speed that is unmatched. Nothing in your vision seems to be able to move as fast as you do. You don't see anything else. Only small little fish which look tiny in comparison to you, like ants when you are in the when you are moving on to the surface wall. Now all of those fish look so little and tiny, and to an extent, somewhat tasty. Judas, you feel your jaw has slightly unhinged, and though you have a slight limp, it doesn't seem to prohibit your movement. Once again, similar to Guel, you can feel that you are bouncing on all fours, you're moving on all fours, but you're light on your feet, and you can feel that hunching movement actually seems to aid you and help you advance forth. The coarse sand is what you feel down below from your ground. Rough, barren land, dry heat everywhere around. Elwin, you feel drips of water, of rain, touching your skin. Yet your skin, as you put your hand towards it, it has sprung a fur. You see your hand with claws, and you are able to see very well in the dark. You spring from tree to tree, jumping from log to log with abnormal strength and agility, unique and different to your nature. As you try to get a sense of what lies around you, the whole land is your praying field. And Vala, as you hear the sound of flapping wings, they start to dim and they start to stop as you feel similar to when you gaze through Lentiri senses. In fact, it's identical to that. Feel as if you are one single being with Lentiri, and you're flying around. You have no smell, but you can see very well and enough into the dark as you continue course this flight. And then something sticks. Your wings seems to have stuck onto the side as you try faintly to move, but you can't. And all that you hear is a terrifying, skittering noise to the side. Goel, you hear cries of a bird into the distance. A bird in dismay. It seems to be in need of aid. You start rushing towards there, and soon and well enough, you will see yourself as a wolf. And though into the distance, you see an owl, a massive one, you can fully tell that there's something more to them, and something bigger, and something about them, a connection that you share with them. And if you go for now, at the very least, Val and Goel, if you go onto the character sheet tabs on the characters, you will see a new entry known as, well, visions, in which you will find your respective character sheet.
I think I have Bella's. I have Giant Owl.
You should have access to yours as well.
Yeah, I think goals and valors.
Yes.
Cool.
Soon enough, we will get to everyone. But now, those are the two that we see, and I need both Goel and Vala to roll me.
Very cool tokens, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's initiative, though. But it's not bad. It's good that you rolled initiative because you are going to need it. But I'm actually looking for something else.
What?
We didn't hear you. You said roll, and then we didn't hear anything else after. By the way,
I said roll hit points. Apologies.
Oh, okay.
But keep your initiatives. You're going to need them.
That's a 3d10
Ooh.
plus 3, so 19.
Fix it
Do
for
have-
you. Just track them right now. And Goel, make me a perception check. That is more than fine, as you will see that this owl is stuck on a web, and there are two massive spiders that are slowly approaching towards there. And Goel, you 10.
I guess just sniff. Do 30 feet of movement. Look at the giant owls. Growl at the spider. And how high up is the web?
The giant owl is, just to give you a better understanding of this is a cavern of sorts. You feel as if you're indoors or in a cave system or something akin to that. And the owl was just passing by, did not see the web, and got stuck in there. So it's not that far from your altitude. Like you can reach
I'll-
up there.
I'll use my action to attack the web. Try and free the owl
Go
from
for
being
it.
stuck in midair. What do I roll?
Attack roll. Normally.
Okay. I don't have claws. Just bite.
That will hit, and that nearly removes all of the webbing. Each 10-foot part of the webbing has 15 hit points per the webbing rules, that is. And that is nearly all of it.
I have just one attack, not multi.
I think direwolves only have a single attack. That is.
Okay. Bonus action. What is this? A Nuring tracker.
You don't need to use it right now. Obviously, feel free to do so. It doesn't cost you anything. Read it in the in-between times, because that will be
I'll
a
do
thing
that.
that you will have to do so in the distance. But yeah, Goel moves towards there and starts to pluck out the webs from the owl. Vala, you turn around as you're stuck into the web. You don't recognize who that figure is. This wolf looks menacing. This wolf looks massive. Yet, for some reason, you feel a strange connection to it. I'll bring up the tokens for those that.
Wow.
That is Goel's, and that is Vala.
Wow.
Oh.
The giant spider into the distance sees what Goel is trying to do or what the wolf is trying to do and will move up towards here 30 feet and will aim down below 25 feet as it will try to hurl webbing towards you to also restrain you. That will hit. This deals no damage to you but does restrain you. This is obviously much easier to remove as the other spider will start to move up forth and take the dash action as it will climb onto the webbing and get closer towards Vala. And Vala, it is your turn.
All right. Huh. So just to make sure, it was obvious that this wolf was trying to free me, right?
Not only that, as I said, you can feel a certain connection to them. You don't know why. They look menacing, yet for some reason, you trust them.
Well, being an owl can be anything short of a miracle, so we trust miracles. And what Vala will do? So we're both large-sized, but Vala would like to maybe could she try and grab at the wolf with her talons and try to pull him out of the webbing, or is it something that moves with the wolf, like a yeah?
You can attempt to attack the webbing. The webbing of the wolf is different from the one that you have because you are a large creature and you fall onto a big cube of the web. The one for you has 15 hit points. The one that Goel has is only 5 hit points. And as long as you can land an AC 10 attack and deal 5 points of damage, you should be able to get them out.
All
But you
right.
do have disadvantage because you are restrained.
Okay. You know what? Sure. Let's try and free Mr. Wolf. Not that shit. This shit. So Vala will reach with her talons as far as she can to try and undo the webbing to the best of her ability. Actually, as a bonus action, she's going to use to look at that spider above her and keep her in mind, trying to make sure it won't go invisible.
This way.
Oh, right. So I does that count for objects as well? For
No,
the
it is not.
All right. So Vala will be attacking at the web at disadvantage.
Just to keep an eye, the unerring tracker, are you using it on the one to the right or the one to the left from you?
The one crawling to the ceiling. Vala thinks that this one might try to hide, so she
Okay.
used it there. And
Okay.
let's try and free Mr. Wolf. That will be a miss. Sadly, she can't reach very well.
Vala tries to use her talents to get the wolf out of there, but fails in the mid or the owl, I guess I should say. As I assume that you turn, Vala.
Yes, that ends her turn.
Goel, you are up next.
DC 12. I am not very. Okay, yeah, I'll. Hmm. Okay, I'll ready an attack if there's an enemy that comes by. Just do
Okay,
that.
if any enemy approaches towards you, you will hurl an attack towards them. That you done?
Yes.
Okay, let me know for that turn if they end. They will recharge the web, but at the end of the turn, as this spider over to here will standing in here, already looking at the direwolf, and well, sees that you are preparing for an attack and will try to hide for a moment. And I'll make a stealth check. I don't think that bypasses either perception. That is, the passive perception is what I'm looking at. So both of you
Ah, right.
exactly know what it is. And Vala has the unerring tracker
Mhm.
trait. but that will be of them, as the other spider, now that you are in here and webbed, will move forth and try to bite you. Oh, it would attempt, but it's about to take 16 points of damage and become blooded by that nasty wolf bite.
That
And it
was.
has to
Ooh. Yeah.
makes a 13 strength save or be prone.
Even, I guess, it doesn't matter much, because even if it fails, it just stands up. But that is more than fine, as the spider will try to bring the hit right back towards you for 6 points of piercing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You take another 10 points of poison damage, as you take 16 points of poison damage, and the spider tries to skitter away as you are enwebbed. Vala, you can make an opportunity attack at disadvantage. Well, you have already used your reaction.
Vala will. Huh. This one
That
actually.
hits. As the spider tries to crawl, I cannot speak, to crawl away, and the talons of the spider of the owl manage to deal some harm to it. As Vala, you are up.
Okay. Let's try and free Mr. Wolf once more. So. Vala's actions is a talon attack at disadvantage against his webbing. Please don't low
That
roll.
hits.
There we go.
That is more than enough. 5 hit points is all that this webbing needs to get Goel out of there. As Vala, with your talons, you pluck out of the web and untangle, release Goel from his webbed prison. Assume that you turn, Vala?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. That will be her turn.
Goel, you are up next.
I'm gonna go after this guy.
9 sadly will not hit as you jump towards them. The spider manages to duck away and to spring further away from you. And the gun's gone.
No, that's it.
The spider, believing that it has hid from you, will hurl webbing to you. However, now it is out of range or at long range, so it is a disadvantage. Webbing that will not strike you as the spider tries to get you towards there, and it also does not recharge as it fails the attack. As the other spider will take the dodge action and climb all the way up. You can make an opportunity attack, go at disadvantage, however. Sadly, the spider does manage to evade your attempt. As Vala, you are up next.
Okay. Let's see.
You don't have to attack your webbing. This is only if you are trying to get somebody else free. You can also attempt an athletics or acrobatics check. The DC is 12. Entirely up to you.
So, she will try to wiggle. She has seen that Lentiri is nimble, so why not? Perhaps she can also do it. So she'll try to wiggle her way out of there. Do remind me, is this also a disadvantage because of the...
No,
her speed?
it's just a skill check.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what happens. Is that?
More than enough.
Okay.
As you get out of the webbing.
All right. And you know what? She'll fly above the visibly allied wolf, keeping an eye on the spider behind him, this one.
More than fine, and Goel, you are up next. You see the spiders look down towards you. It would be hard for you to get up there, but not impossible.
I'll try to climb after it. Yeah. I have spider climb.
No. They have spider climb. You don't have spider climb. That would be insane. But you can make me an athletics check, which is strength check. You try to climb and you manage to do so as you get all the way up toward there and go ahead. The creature is dodging, so the attack would be a disadvantage still. You try to get there, you clench all the way up to the very top, try to bite it, but the spider manages to duck away and avoid your attack. Is anything else, Goel?
Do I fall down or
No, you made your check earlier on. Climb
I
up.
still have movement, right? I can move around this.
This took you about 20, which is 40 feet of movement, so you can move like 5 more feet close towards it so you're not at the edge to fall.
That's my turn.
As Goel moves to the side of the giant spider, the other one in there will take a dash action to try and get towards you as it starts to move through the web, and I will roll the Richard's ability for it. Fails to Richard's as the other one in here looks towards you, Goel, and as it is standing in there, it lifts its 2 feet up and tries to hiss towards you, trying to force your way. It will try to bite you at normal. I think 16 hits you.
Yeah. Wow. Low AC.
For 5 points of piercing, and make my constitution saving throw. You make the save, which means that you only take half the damage, which is 2 poison, and you're immune to that poison. So any spider that beats you, you're immune to it for now. And Vala, you're up next.
All right. Whew. You know what? There's no point in not helping clear out one of the 2 enemies, so Vala will go and try to make an attack against the spider. Try to slash at its sack, the rear area of their bodies. So she will take advantage of the wolf distracting the arachnoid, and let's see. But she will still miss her attack because she's not adept using her feet to fight.
It is all very new to you, actually, very much so, as you rush towards it and try to claw at the spider, but fail to do so. Anything else, Vala?
No, that will be it. She will remain there, hopefully give the wolf a good chance to strike himself.
Pack tactics, the wolf gets advantage this time, and the spider will be stricken down as Goel turns and bites the spider before it is able to do anything else.
Looking at the other spider and growling. Can I like just move in this area, or is it just heavily thorn?
You can move.
I'll position myself 20 feet away and take a defensive pose, but not actually defensive. I'll just move. Get ready myself for a attack. That's my turn.
The spider will will make its way all the way up, and seeing Vala standing in there, it has not recharged, so it will try to move towards her and will try to grapple them. So Vala, make me your athletics or acrobatics, as the spider tries to grab you and pull you closer.
Ooh. That's let's try with acrobatics and hope for the best. Yeah, the owl doesn't have anything special. And whoop!
But you managed to evade, and it is your turn, Vala.
Okay. So is the spider right now? Is it like on a wall?
At
She's
the very
not
top of a cliff, technically.
at the top of a cliff. Okay. So let's try and do like a hawk, and Vala will move this way and will try to shove the spider down the wall, down the cliff-like.
Make me a stress check. Have to be 10 11.
Let's see. She will.
Vala moves to the flybys and moves to the side, and then takes all its fury, grabs the owl and throws it down onto the chasm as the spider will fall and plummet and take 2d6 points of damage. 11 points of damage and become bloodied as it falls prone in the ground. The spider hisses at you as you do so. Anything else, Vala?
You know, Vala noticed that the spider is hissing at her, so she'll trust the wolf and try to. Yeah, she'll fly somewhat closer. She'll fly somewhat closer. She's unharmed so far, so she can. She wants to give the wolf a chance to finish the spider off.
Go ahead, Goel. Goel,
Yeah, just moving my toe.
your turn.
I'll charge into this guy. Bite him. It's
14 hits.
Man, it's like the shittiest rolls ever. The steer sequence is.
That's a strength save, normally. Well, it's already prone, so it matters little as the giant wolf jumps onto the spider, drops on top of it, and starts to bite at it to put it out. The spider will, as a first, stand up, then take the dodge action and start to run away. Both of you can take an opportunity attack at disadvantage for Vala, at normal for. Yeah, okay. That ought to do it. As give us a quick description, Goel, how you will to finish.
As the spider tries to run away, the direwolf bites its sack in the back and rips it off, and the spider keeps walking like it doesn't realize it's lost most of its body, and then it just slumps down. And the direwolf just spits out the huge, sack of the spider. Will climb down, lick his wounds, try to heal himself.
You're freed now, Vala, or Aula, I guess, as the wolf has come to the rescue. You gaze around, and this area is unknown to you. Completely unaware of where you currently find yourself, that is. You hear strange noises into the distance. All sorts of different sounds, that is.
Huh. Well, Vala will land on the ground and see what the wolf is up to. Obviously, she can't survive on her own in this place, so let's see what the bigger, stronger creature here has to do thinks of doing.
Starts sniffing the owl. Licks the owl. And then licks himself. And then moves a little bit slower up to the front. Looks back
Both
at
of you.
the owl.
Oh, go ahead, continue.
No, that's it. Just looks back at the owl and then looks back.
Both
where
of you,
he's
make me a perception check.
Ooh, that's
I think
lower
both
than
of you have
passive.
advantages on those.
Oh yeah.
It relies on hearing.
Hearing, scent, all of those senses.
All right.
As Goel first, as you stand down there, you start to pick up a strange scent into the distance. You smell rotten carcass come from an area. The scent of a recently provided meal that is further up and above. You can see onto the ground that there is a trail in front of you that leads you towards there into a tunnel. That is Vala. However, as you take a little bit of a flight and you look around, you can see a gap onto the spider web in there, and you hear from that area the splashing of water as something aggressively is swimming in there, and even some strange sounds. The sounds like those strange humanoids that are found in those places. I don't have a better description to give you for humanoids or something as such, because clearly they look outlandish from the perspective of an owl. But those are the sounds you hear, cackles and the weird noises that they make as something is aggressively splashing into water. Perhaps fishermen?
I'm sure they're fishermen. Um, right. So, yeah,
Two
Vala.
different paths, that is. One that Goel figured out, one that the owl figured out.
All right. However, from what I see, this is a web nest, right? A web tunnel. It's
Yeah, there is a lot of it.
well, Vala as an owl feels very uncomfortable getting in there. I mean, a web caught her in a moment. She can't imagine flying through a web tunnel. So, if the wolf seems to be, directing themselves towards the cavern, she's going to just follow along.
As the wolf lead the way. Goel? I think we've lost Goel. But I'll assume at the very least under the premise of a hunt or food, the wolf will just break through the webs with the owl following right beside. As the two animal companions, oh, here he is. We cannot hear you, girl. No, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you. Still cannot hear you if you're trying. But I'll get on that right after, as the wolf starts to dart up forth and the owl following right close by. A hunting party of small predators. Well, cannot classify the giant owl as small, but you get the idea. As you are both racing up forth, looking for your next prey and target. And to that point, we will put a pause. However, before we pause, I'm sure people have already figured it out, and I'm sure that people want to see the different forms. We can hear you now, Goel.
Discord is just really bad. I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay, it
It's
happens on occasion.
cracking and. Okay, where am I? We
Pretty
burst
much,
through, right?
you shared the information. I said you, right? I said
Yes, yes, yes.
Nixon. Yeah. So pretty much you're paving the way towards there, towards that fresh meat that you've said, and Vala is following right beside you. And this is where we will put a pause for the wait, but not before.
Okay.
I'll show the others the forms, because I'm sure they would like to see for themselves. There's some people have already realized that what forms those are. Here comes Jethro's, the rattlesnake.
Nice.
Here
Yes.
comes Elohim, the tiger. Here comes, of course, Judas, the hyena.
Oh
I had
my
to.
god!
Of course, I had to.
I have
It
expected.
was cheating.
Honestly,
And for those, go ahead, sorry.
I was half expecting him to be a boar with how hard-headed he is.
He has a certain affection to gnolls. I wanted to use it as much. And hyenas are, well, not vampiric creatures, but they somewhat resemble it to an extent. And I'm sure you will see where that leads. The killer whale that is known as Regulus.
Are we gonna find Regulus like flapping in the ground, cannot
You're
move?
Oh
gonna
my!
see very, very soon.
Get the Magikarp treatment.
Oh my god!
You asked for this, Regulus. You asked for that the creature.
I mean, I asked for it, but I was like,
no. Don't worry about it.
Snake will slowly devour the whale.
Yeah. Prepare for into the next session. We will fully delve into the trial and whatever those visions in here are. Are they part of it? Are they just a segment of it? We'll for sure find out. Any questions or something that somebody wants to add before we call it off for the week?
"Man, this is a weird alternate universe, Land Before Time."
Can we skip 7 day and continue?
I do
No.
not possess time magic, is my answer to that. I would if I could. But yeah, have a great week, everyone. Enjoy. And if you need something, you all know where to find me.
Thank you for the game, Kaden.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see
Good
some
game.
or most of you Monday.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Have a-
See y'all.
bye.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
one,
Bye,
everyone.
Monday.
Bye.
Sanzi,
Huh?
are you joining us or not joining us? I just need to tell the guys on Sunday.